Hey guys, today I'm going to attempt to replace the screen on my A7R2, which one day I pulled out of my camera bag and this is what it looked like. It's unbelievable. It is so beat up and it just sort of happened out of nowhere. I've ordered this kit from Amazon. I guess it's called a Funta. I don't know, it was glass. I wanted a glass kit. I don't know if it's Gorilla Glass, but anyways, I taped this shut. What's really cool about this, let me just put my phone down. Okay, so I've got this afunta.com. I found this on Amazon for about $12. And what's really cool with this is you get two full kits in here. I didn't realize this. So I've got two sets of everything, including two pieces of glass. I wish I had another camera that had a problem, but what's great is this little carry box. I was wondering why it was packed in such a nice box, and now I kind of get it because I'm gonna be able to store my second glass in case something goes wrong with the first. Knowing me, I'll probably ruin the first one on application, and then I'll probably have to use the second one right away. So I'll probably break the first one anyways. That's my style. So yeah. So here goes. I'm gonna attempt to use a razor blade to remove the protective film off of the camera. Okay, so I've moved locations. I'm trying to prop up. Okay, so I've moved locations. It's a little quieter, and I'm going to just use a really, really fine knife because I don't know if you probably can't see it, but there's a little tiny corner that shows that this is a cover, and I didn't realize that this was a cover, and until I started Googling, I thought I was going to have to replace my entire screen, and then I looked into it a little bit more, and I saw that it was a cover. So I'm just going to hopefully be able to peel this back a little bit without destroying it. If I do lose a little bit of a corner of the screen, I guess I can live with it, but there we go. Okay. Got a little corner lifted. I'm going to try to keep it off the screen. I think I did scrape a little bit of stuff that I probably shouldn't have. Safety first. Put away your knife. Yeah, it looks like I gooned a little bit of the corner of this screen, which is not good. I was hoping for a pristine application, but no such luck. So who knew? I thought my camera was permanently damaged. And the only thing I'd be really careful when you're peeling this off, guys, like I'm holding the screen down. That's pretty good. A little bit of residue here. But wow, that's night and day. Okay, so just going to clean some of this off without my knife. Yeah, you know what? I can live with that little bit of damage I did. Yeah, a little bit of glue here. The kit comes with a cleanser, but I don't feel like I feel like I can more effectively probably get the bulk of this residue off myself, just with a bit of friction. because I think it'll end up gumming up the wipe that they include in the kit. But yeah, that came off really, really easily. Okay, maybe I'm going to try opening up this kit and seeing what I got here. You know what? I think that, I think I should probably clean it first before I use this. I'm just going to see how this fits. Could have done this as a dry test first. Yeah, that's pretty clean. That's a good fit. I'd say that's pretty darn perfect. That's great. Okay, so I'm just going to take this off and come back to trying to clean this off a little bit. There we go. Just a little friction. Hopefully didn't scratch it too much. Just getting it a little bit out of these seams. Gotta tell you, I'm really, really relieved because I really thought that my camera was going to have no resale value now, especially now with the A7R2 coming out. Not that I'm a studio shooter, so I think, you know, I don't love my A7R2 for certain applications. I've got an A6000 as well. That was my first introduction to Sony, and when I got my A7R2, I sold all my Canon gear and fully switched, and I love my 6000. I think I probably will get a 6500, but I don't know if I'll ever upgrade from the A7R2 until it's done, because to be honest, it's a great camera for what I do in the studio. It's terrible for taking it out. Like, I can't shoot my kids' soccer games or anything with it because I never get focus. It's very frustrating. Okay, so I'm just cleaning with this wipe. I probably should have read the instructions here first. I showed them to you guys, but I didn't actually read them. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to pull out these instructions now and just see what they say. This is why I get in so much trouble in my life, as I shoot first and ask questions later. Okay, use the dust absorber, screen surface dust cleaning, tear the protective layer. Now let's read this together. Use the dust absorber screen surface. I don't even know if there is a dust absorber. Maybe that's what this one is. Automatic absorption protective film. What the? So 1, 2. Oh, so that step 1 is the cleaning stuff. Then step 2 is this dust absorber, where they've given us a couple of these. And then you just clean the dust off the screen. And then I don't really get how the glass, because I've touched this glass, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use the one that's still in the bag, so I don't have to clean it. But I don't really get how that's meant to stick. It's kind of a bit weird. Oh, you know what? Oh, derp. See, I'm not that bright, guys. There's a protective layer on the glass that I've got to peel off. So that makes sense. So actually I can use the one that I touched, because obviously the back end of it is protected. These little white packets are pretty legit. They're sealed really well. This plastic, kind of hard to get out without a knife. Okay, so I've done the wet. and we'll do the dry. So here's what I would tell you guys. Be really cautious on where you're starting out. I'm really bummed that I kind of got a little bit into this first corner. It's not the end of the world because, you know, I'm not as gentle as maybe I could be with my cameras. So, oh, that doesn't look good. That looks really fingerprinty to me. I don't think that's going away. Yeah, you can't see it, but the way this light's hitting it, I don't really like the way that looks. I'm going to pause this. Okay, so I've just grabbed one of my favorite lens cleaners. It's just a microfiber cloth, but this one does a really good job on my lenses. Much better. So there's no little fingerprinting. Looks to be like a tiny, no, I was going to say I thought I had a tiny little scratch on my lens, but I don't. Okay, so that looks really clean to me. Certainly enough to seal in, no, now I've just fingerprinted it. Whoops, sorry friends. Okay, so now I'm going to remove this piece of glass, and by pulling this little tab, it immediately takes off the cover, and then it's just a matter of lining it up. That looks pretty good. Oh, I don't know if you can catch that. Do you see the way that's filling in those air bubbles? I'm just going to maybe give that a little help by pushing that out. That was pretty sweet. That was a bit psychedelic. I'm just going to push it up. Please keep going. Don't stay there. Come on. I'm going to push that in so that I can put some pressure on that. I think these are the types of things that kind of go away on their own, but I don't trust it. So I'm just working it up. I think we almost got it. And that is flippin' awesome, guys. My camera looks perfect now. It's totally mint. Let's turn it on here. I don't have a lens on it, so we'll just see. Wow, that is night and day. I can see so much better now. This was, you know, this is always a hard camera to look at in sunlight, so I'm hoping that this also helps with a little bit of the glare. But yeah, it's cool. So this is a glass lens that I put on. The brand is Afunta. There's several of these on the internet, but this one is one of the few glass ones. And like I said, it was like $12 Canadian. So I'm pretty thrilled, I think, already. This corner, the one that I had wrecked early when I first took the other one off, seems to be struggling a bit, but just a little pressure on these seams. Looks like that's doing a good job. Yeah, that is hot. Okay, I fully endorse this unless something really bad goes on with it. All right, thanks.